Hey everyone, welcome to episode 13 of season 3 of Where's That Bar Card? I am Nick Dury, one of your hosts. Alongside me is...
Hey, I'm Gina Louise Phillips.
I'm Daryl Purvis.
I'm Monty Scott. They've taken away my headphones.
We haven't done any. I don't know who they is. The whole team is back together. The whole force is back together. Gina, welcome back. We thought you had ghosted us. You admitted before we started recording that in fact you had, and now you're just back.
That's correct.
Just sliding back in. It's good to have you.
Yeah. It's kind of like how I just randomly slid into being a host in this podcast. I assume
Sure.
I have the privilege of sliding out and sliding back in. And, if I don't, you need to tell me. But
No, I think that's a fair assumption. I'm good with it, guys.
Yeah. No, I mean it's you were on Up the Creek, so we're just
That's
thrilled
true.
to have you.
Yeah. Yeah, season 1, episode 1.
No, that's good.
We've got a very exciting guest this week. I think this is our first ever lawyer on the show. Have we ever had a lawyer on the show?
None of us are lawyers, just to confirm, right?
Monty maybe, I don't know.
Monty has definitely practiced some law, I'll guarantee.
I feel like if you stay up late enough and watch CP24, you'll see a lawyer commercial starring Monty.
I'm not licensed. It's an honorary title, but
The commercial would be like, have you been sued? Have you been sued by the bylaw commission?
I have. That's how I keep talking back to the TV. I have. Yeah.
you're like,
Have you?
I have, Your Honor. I
whole
have.
life? Yes, I have. Yes.
Our guest this week is Amaya Athill. She's a lawyer. She's a golf professional. She is the manager of First Tee Ontario and the founder of Black Women Golfers, which is just fantastic. Super excited to have Amaya on. Daryl, this is such a great find.
Thanks a lot, guys. I did a lot of searching.
how did you find her?
I honestly don't know. I would say, look, 99% of the people I find are through Instagram.
Yeah.
Which means 99% of the people I find, they only find the message I sent them. About 8% of those people. And
Right.
incredibly, she responded right away. I think because I liked one of her posts and then followed her right away. I think she might have went, something's going on here, type thing. And then
Yeah.
so I honestly don't know. I mean, this is a bad. She's great. I'm a big fan of hers from a long back, and thrilled that she finally could make it on.
Yep.
Is that better?
Great. Excellent.
I'm excited to ask a lot of golf-related legal questions.
We're gonna get to the bottom of that time you were hitting them at the train. What could have happened?
Yeah. Is that malicious? I was just trying to hit at a train.
I had a golf mini adventure I wanted to quickly update you guys on. I got to play golf with our past two guests, two pros. The first time I ever played with pros, Nick Starcheck and Greg Foley. I played with them twice on the weekend. Was kind of nervous, so I played with them Sunday and Monday of last weekend. Thought I'd go out Sunday and play my course and just kind of warm up, and promptly shot a 75 on my course and was like, oh, okay, let's go play Glen Abbey. I feel really
just
great.
Drop that little tidbit in there, eh?
Yeah,
Just
and then
drop her in there.
Well, I only did because I shat my pants so badly playing with those guys at Glen Abbey later on that day. Just played a terrible round of golf and then proceeded to follow that up at Eagle's Nest the following day with another terrible round of golf in front of them. So it was very embarrassing, and
Oh no.
a 92 and a 90.
Oh my God! You know you represent us.
Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry. This is the confessional part of the. I'm sorry. I went from 75 to 92 and 90.
I've got a question. Kate, so did you actually start? So you played really well, and then you decided to play with them that afternoon because you were playing well?
No. It was already scheduled. I decided to play on my own to like warm up and like get good vibes, and I did. And then they were like, "Oh, what'd you shoot today?" And I was like, "Oh, I shot a 75." And they're like, "Oh, okay, let's go." And I proceeded to play like an idiot. So
and you told them
that was
that
embarrassing.
It was 75 too.
Yeah, I told them, which was so dumb. So I apologize on behalf of all of you. Hi, Maya.
Hi, lesson on keeping expectations low.
Yeah, don't talk about good scores.
She just jumps right into the deep end.
Yeah, sorry about that. That story was really sweet. I needed to come in on the back end.
That was perfect.
How are you doing?
Good, can't complain. It's been a really busy day, but having a good one. What about you guys?
Yeah.
It's been a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cut my bangs today. That was the highlight, I think.
That's a Canadian
Wait,
comedian's
what?
full day. That's a full day for a Canadian comedian.
And
You guys
they
have a
look
tough
my
life over
bangs,
there.
my bangs look so good right before we got, and then I started playing with them, and now they're ruined. Oh my god!
Well, it's a tightrope walk. The bangs, buddy. Tough to do.
I'm not even trained. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this. No one ever trained me to cut bangs. Just started doing it on my own.
I did something real dumb today. You want to hear my dumb thing that I did?
Yeah.
I went to Canadian Tire and I really wanted a life jacket because I've decided to take up paddleboarding because Toronto has like an amazing Humber River and a lake, and I'm like, I want to use it. I want to use the water. So I go to Canadian Tire, I find my life jacket, and I put it on in the store. And then I proceed to like look around at other things. And then half an hour has passed, and I'm like, where is that life jacket? I thought I had the life jacket. I was freaking wearing it.
You were just walking. So hold on. You're walking around Canadian Tire with a whole life jacket on. Like this is the puffy one, right? That's already pre-puffed. So
it'd be better if it was one from an airplane.
Just like blow into it. Then I'd be like, you know what? I understand.
I was just like, this is so great. I don't have to carry it. I can just put it on, and then I'm hands-free.
I love that story. That sounds like a great day.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Gina, what happens when you go to Victoria's Secret? Like, do you put stuff on as you're shopping?
She actually wears a life jacket before she goes into Victoria's Secret.
It would probably fit better if you took the life jacket off. I'm like, shut up. Mind your business.
What do you know about women's bodies?
Maybe I can finally fill out a bra.
Gina's a never nude, but it's way different than just wearing.
This is too much. Is this how you start this show?
This is actually fairly accurate. Yeah, for some reason, I'm not on video anymore, but that's
there you are.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
It's all falling apart.
My Zoom's being weird.
Nick, they've taken you out of your background.
Yeah. I can be here audio wise, but not visually.
Oh, this is.
What a beginning to this episode. This is something else. If you finally come back to the screen wearing a life jacket, I am going to lose it.
Did I go put my life jacket on?
Oh, there we go.
See it?
Did you actually pay for your life jacket?
Yeah.
Did you just walk out of there?
Once I found it, I'm gonna go get it.
Yes, please.
Tommy, is that legally defensible if you put something on and leave? Like one time I put on a life jacket and a canoe I picked up and then I left. And they said I took it. And I said, well, look, I mean, I took it. I did take it, but I mean,
Amaya,
where's that canoe as Monty's walking around with a canoe on his head?
We didn't warn you, Amaya. Monty is going to seek several free legal advice during this podcast. We do apologize in advance.
I didn't check my mailbox to see if he sent a check for his retainer. I'm sure whether to assume that it's down there.
Yeah. No, I've in the chat beside the Zoom, I've sent the retainer. Right. It's only it's an IOU of a retainer.
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely going to give you lots of really good legal advice today.
I don't mind if it's tainted by no retainer. I'll take what I can get.
Wow,
that is
Gina.
such a fashionable life vest. That's not what I was
Isn't it nice?
Are you still in Canadian Tire right now?
I am just trying to figure out how to pay for something I'm wearing. See this?
Wow.
Pretty cool, right? It's kind of that wetsuit material. So it's a good quality one. I didn't skimp on it. I thought I was going to Canadian Tire to get like a shitty one. And I was like, nah, I got to get the good one.
I surprise you. I don't know what
jackets that look like that. That is so fashionable. Right? I was expecting like the fairy kind of life jacket, the like big
I know
orange one.
It's a totally different game now with life jackets. They've really come a far way.
I think you can borderline wear that out.
I think I will.
Yeah. You can wear it out for drinks.
I can see you at a rave with that. Either a rave or a nice little brunch on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. With like an infinity scarf.
You know
You
what?
should wear it whenever. You should wear it whenever you're near the waterfront. Just say that you're scared of the water. And
I should.
Like
I'm
a
like,
sign.
Gina's
oh,
going
so
to
close.
play. Gina's going to play Nick's hoity-toity golf course next on Sunday. I would like you
Yeah.
should wear that up to the clubhouse just to see
Absolutely.
Nick shit his pants.
I should. Oh my god.
And a pair of Monty's basketball shorts.
Yeah. It's the only way I can swim out of danger.
Anyway, we should probably talk golf at some point.
Sure, yeah,
trying
right.
to segue by getting into your hoity-toity golf course, but
This is exactly it, Amaya. So welcome.
I love
Great,
it.
great to meet you. Thank you for doing this. Seriously.
No, thank you for having me. Lovely to meet you all. Really, really looking forward to this discussion today.
Amazing.
Amaya, where are you based out of?
I'm based in Mississauga.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
but you've been all over the place.
Yeah, I've had quite an interesting little life so far. I moved to Canada last year, so around April last year. So this will make like 13 months since I've like been living in Canada full time, which is pretty awesome. But before that, I was born in Antigua. I'm also British, so I lived between Antigua and the UK for 20 years for various reasons. I did my master's in the US, and I did one of my qualifying bar schools in Jamaica. Moved back to Antigua, and then I did a fellowship in Montreal, and then I moved back to Antigua, back to England, and then now to Canada. So I've been back and forth quite a bit in my life.
You know what? I just realized we have nice little mashup here. She's past the bar. It's past the bar cart.
Oh, Daryl. No off switching there, is there?
Oh my God.
Always on.
How much do they owe you for that, Jem? That was great.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm gonna go now.
And that's my time.
Yeah.
So you
where
started playing because your father was a player, right?
Yes, I did. Sorry. So yeah, I started playing when I was 5. So my mom used to have like her own little days on Saturday to take time for herself. So she used to drop the child with her father. And my dad was a golfer, and he'd be like, well, I'm not giving up my Saturday. So here's this nice little junior academy I can leave my child at. And the rest is history. I met all of my friends playing golf from 5 onwards. I didn't take to any other sport. I am not a runner. I think runners are crazy people. That's a hard sport to get into. I would run away from the ball in soccer. So I was never going to be any good at that. And I never really just took to anything else. So golf was just my sport from the very beginning.
Zoom is very flattering. Like if you were to see the torso down of 3 of us, you would understand that we don't believe in running either.
Yeah.
Just 3 of us though,
Yeah.
not Gina. I'm sure.
Gina's the runner in the
She's
group.
probably
I'm
a runner
sorry,
of the
Gina.
group.
I kind of called you a little crazy just now if you're a runner. I'm so sorry.
I used to be a runner, but then after doing long distance running, I was thinking how my joints were starting to feel, but at like age 24, and I'm going, yeah, I think this is not great for the body. And then the more I got into fitness and learning the impact of running on the body and how like doing low impact workouts, like focused strength stuff is just so much better for longevity, I totally switched over. I'll go for like short runs, but 20 minutes.
When you say long distance, like what was your long distance? What did it look like? How long are we talking?
To Canadian Tire and back.
Now we have to leave that part in, Daryl. Thanks.
I did a half marathon. I guess that was the longest. I never did a full marathon.
Yeah, that's still long. That's longer than I
It was still
No, I barely walked that far, but yeah, runners are really special people because to be able to control your breathing and be disciplined and focused, and that myth of runner high, myth for me, I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough one.
I used to run and I never once got the runner high. Never understood it.
really.
I still run, and people do think you're crazy because you have to pick your spots. Run in the mall, run like just on the sidewalk for no reason. You just run full speed. People they take notice. They take.
Anyway, Monty has some illegal advice he needs. One time he was running out of a store with a canoe. And...
Yeah.
I told keep running. That's my advice.
Yeah, don't stop.
I appreciate
Long
that.
distance.
You're welcome.
You-
Good retainer money you gave me. I give
I
the
will.
best advice.
I'll zoom you some more retainer money for that one. I like to keep going.
Okay, come on.
What is the golf scene like in Antigua? Like a small island, I gotta imagine. Like, how many golf courses are we talking? Does it take up like a big part of the country tourism? Like, how big of a role does it play in the general island?
So when I was growing up, there were 3 courses. There
Wow.
was one, the one I used to play at, which is like the main course called Cedar Valley Golf Club. There was a semi-private course in a place called Jolly Harbor, which was a lot smaller. It was shorter. You could pretty much like drive the par fours. That's how short it was. And then there was a private course. It was just a 9-holer at a hotel called Mill Reef that most locals can't play at. It's extremely private. So that's what the landscape was when I was growing up. Now they're trying to rebuild Jolly Harbor. It's been closed for a really long time. Cedar Valley is still the main and pretty much the only golf course that services the public. And we're talking about tourism. Some folks do come in and want to play the golf, but it's not a main attraction, mainly because we've got a lot of like water shortage issues. I was home a few weeks ago, and it was like a desert, man. Like there was nothing there. I was playing off the dirt. It was pretty bad. It wasn't in good shape, but the architecture of that course is so beautiful. It's so difficult. It's really hilly. It's really challenging. So growing up on a course that forces you to feel challenged every time you play was a really good way to cut my teeth.
That's great. And how good did you get? Like, how did you take it super seriously? Did you get really locked in? And at what age did you start getting really good?
Maybe by the time we were 9 or 10, we started competing throughout the Caribbean in like junior golf tournaments. So we all the group of us that were together in Antigua got super serious, and we would go to St. Kitts every year, St. Lucia every year, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Croix, Anguilla. Like we used to travel all over every year playing all of these major tournaments. And by about maybe 10, 11, we were all scratched to 5 handicap, all of us.
Wow.
Yeah, so we took it really seriously. And it was like, it was kind of cutthroat back in the day. Now that I think back, because when we used to go play with the other islands, they were good too. Like we had some really high level junior golf. Yeah, so I was I feel like I was a 2 to a 5. I never got to a scratch myself, but I used to compete also in the States. I had a coach that would take me to North Carolina, South Carolina for the summers. I had an uncle that lived in West Palm Beach, so I used to play every summer at West Palm Beach. So there was a lot of like kind of stateside competing as well, but we'll probably get to this later on, but my mental game needed work from the beginning, and that's rearing its head again. So I can't say that I was a great competitor, but I took it very seriously.
At what age did you beat your father for the first time?
As soon as I picked up a club, come on.
Damn.
No, I'm joking. I'm gonna send him this clip just so like great on him. He's coming up to Canada in a few weeks and we have a game, and I'm like, listen, you better bring your A game. I can't remember, to be honest. It was quite early on. My dad, he loves golf, but he was never somebody that took it as seriously as I did in my youth.
That's amazing. You played like all those islands that you got to travel and all that. But as I was prepping for today, I've never asked Monty. Monty, what is the golf scene in Guyana like? Do you know?
Well, I imagine you grease yourself with like coconut oil. you take off all your clothes, you hit a golf ball into a market, and you grab as much fruit as you can and you run. I'm not 100% sure.
You forgot a few stereotypes. I'm pretty sure.
Is Guyana awesome. Stereotyped for greasing themselves naked and running away with fruit markets? Because that's what I know about them as a fact. I don't even think that's a stereotype. I can't imagine there's a lot of places that do that.
Your home life must have been really interesting growing up. I've never actually been to Guyana, so I can't even refute these things. I can't even be like, well, Monty, yeah, good, nothing. I got nothing.
I'm not even sure Monty's been to Guyana, for crying out loud.
No, only the one time. I was mostly ungreased, but then sometimes.
Semi-greased?
So I was I'm actually always semi-greased.
Wow, I almost spat my water out. That
makes it harder to catch when he's running out the store with stuff. Their hands just keep slipping off of them.
Impossible to wrap up a kid. That's the theory.
That's why Monty's chest is clean shaven and greased up at all times.
All times. You try to tackle me with that mango. No chance.
what show did I come on?
Oh, sorry about that, Amaya.
Not to change the subject, but we have a guest for next week, and literally he asked if we not go too far off the rails, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's where we start.
Clearly, he's never listened to an episode. Okay, good.
I mean, but I was asked a direct question. In fairness to me,
Your Honor,
You knew better. You should have known better.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. So
but I was reading that you kind of like Nick and I. You didn't play for 10 years.
yeah, I gave it up. So did you guys? You started as juniors and then you
Started
stopped
as
playing?
juniors, both of us, and then
Yeah.
we didn't move together. But we moved to Toronto, and then didn't play for 10 years. Both of us. Strange coincidence that.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it went for
How
us.
old were you guys?
I was 25 when I moved
yeah.
here. I'm 36 now.
He's not. But yeah, basically my late 20s through my 30s. But similar to you, I didn't really get the bug back until the pandemic hit.
So we're sharing similar stories here. Interesting. So I let it go, or lost sight of it, I suppose, when going to college. So my parents had never been to university, and I don't come from a family of like, incredible means. So when we were trying to navigate the university system in the US, even though I had this great track record, I didn't know how to utilize it and present it for sponsorship.
Right.
So I got like a partial sponsorship to a university, but the fees that we would have had to cover were too much. So me being half British, my dad being born in England, I ended up going to the UK and I qualified for a student loan, which really helped me along my way.
Cool.
The UK, like the golfing scene in terms of like university golf, isn't the same as the US. It's not as robust. And if you're in London, which is where I am, it's like non-existent. You have to be in like Loughborough or somewhere north to really get into like a university golf team. So I just kind of let it go. I just got into university life. I got into the working world after getting called to the bar. And just didn't do anything with it. So I didn't miss it at the time, to be fair. It's like part of your life, you just start filling it with other things. But yeah, the pandemic got me back. And the same with you, the pandemic brought you guys back as well?
I was playing before the pandemic, but not very much. And then I think since the pandemic, kind of taking it more seriously, going to driving ranges and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a 10 years. It's weird. You do kind of just forget it's a thing.
Yeah.
As much as you love it and as into it as you are, and how much time you spent as a youth, like into it and like wanting it so bad, it just kind of can float away a little bit when you are focused on other things. But when it comes back, it can come back pretty hardcore, which it has for me for sure.
Same here. It's bitten so hard this time. I'm like, whoa, how did I even how did this happen?
Yeah, completely.
So,
It's funny how
weird.
Life is like that, where I don't even know if I ever loved golf, but I never stopped playing.
do any of us really love golf, or do we do it out of a sense of obligation, or
I
feeling
love
like
it.
it's just the thing that we do, so we have to keep doing it?
No,
it's one of those things where I can literally go practice for 2-3 hours and not get bored at all, which I mean, I don't get better either, which is a problem, but but it is weird. Like I'll honestly go get a bucket of balls and then empty it, and I'll go get another bucket of balls, and then I start getting blisters. I'm like, should I get another bucket? It's kind of a weird mentality. I've never been like that with anything. Even stand-up comedy. If I have a show 6 nights in a row, I'm like, oh fuck, this is 4 too many.
What does practicing in stand-up comedy look like though? Like, you're not getting blisters on your hands, are you?
It's failing in front of people.
On your brain.
It's
Yeah, that's
you can't
right.
practice. You can't practice. You just do it in front of people, and then you either fail or you don't fail. That's basically what practice is like.
That's even more terrifying. That would prepare you for any sort of pressurized golf.
Yeah, there's no driving range in stand-up.
No, none.
No, but stand-up is like you can kind of hit a drive all day long everywhere.
I guess so.
I mean,
sure.
you can pretty much do stand-up to everyone. You go to the fruit market and do a half hour if you want.
Oh yeah, Monty's running through the fruit market yelling jokes as he's running.
Back in the fruit
Greased
market,
up. Yeah.
Ungreased.
There's a lot
Here
of
comes
running
again,
through different institutions in this group.
Yeah.
Not for
Well,
me and Nick.
Trademark.
Amaya, when I kind of got back into it, I had to sort of wrestle with two things. One was the physical, like how my body had changed, like in aging, and what that did to my swing and my muscle memory. And so that was a big hurdle to get over. And then the second piece was the mental part, which I know you kind of alluded to. So what was it like coming back? Like both sort of the physical part, did you have the muscle memory of your swing from when you grew up and were playing a lot, or did you have to kind of relearn a little bit? And then talk about the mental side as well.
Sure. Oof, that's hard. It's a hard place to start. Physically, I had the muscle memory. It was like nothing. I just came back to it. My swing was as kind of fluid as it used to be, but the technical pieces had fallen apart. So there was a lot of relearning that had to go into, okay, I hit the shot left. Why did that happen? What am I doing with my follow through? What am I doing with my club face? Where am I? I've always had an overswing, but I'm seeing now that I'm older, and because I'm a bit bigger than I used to be when I was younger, shallowing that out can be a little more difficult because I'm navigating through a little bit more weight than I used to when I was younger. So physically speaking, the muscle memory really saved me here, but it's also detrimental because it's so hard to then relearn better or good habits. So that part was a struggle. The mental game was even worse. I compared myself to my younger self consistently in year one. I couldn't let go that I was a 2 to 5 handicap player. And then now here I am. I think when I got my first official handicap in 2021, when I restarted, I was like 21 and I was freaking out. I was like, what is this? Who am I? So it really was a start from scratch situation. And I think the mental game, it was just a constant comparison, compounded with my old school mental game issues, which were being super hard on myself and not letting myself feel good about a good shot, but feel bad about all the bad shots.
Of course. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of where I was.
Which is the key. I think I've said this before, but I listened to Dr. Bob Rotula, one of his books on, I think it was Golf is Not a Game of Perfect. And he talks about how like a good golf shot is a miracle. And if you don't think so, put a 7-iron in someone's hand who's never played golf before and have them hit a 150-yard shot and see if they can do it.
Yeah.
They can't. And we focus so much on the terrible shots and not so much on a good, solid 7-iron that goes 150 or 140 or however long you hit your 7-iron is kind of a miracle, and it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I should introduce him to my friend Tig, who the first time he ever played golf probably missed a hole in one by about an inch.
You're kidding. Oh my God.
No, and I'm talking, it was the third hole or something.
Really?
Like, I'm not joking. The ball was behind the hole.
Oh my God.
Can we talk about, so have any of you had holes in one in your whole golf career?
No, you know, and one of my buddies that I grew up with had one yesterday.
Damn.
Yeah.
How about you, Amaya? Have you?
No, and my dad that I was just ripping on, he's had one.
That son of
a fluke. It's a fluke.
I don't understand it. It's not fair.
No.
Yeah.
No, I've never really came close. But like I said, my friend, first time, third hole, it was behind the hole, a foot behind the hole, like behind the hole.
That's wild.
So it clearly either lipped out or it broke in that last foot to make it behind the hole.
Wow.
I would have, my buddy and I that we were playing with, we both said we would have had to kill him. Like, I'm glad you're here, because if that ever happens, I want to know what legally, are we allowed to kill him?
Checking for retainer fee IOE.
Monty, throw another $45 in there.
It's like, yeah, you should have killed him. Yeah.
Let's just hope we get a lawyer, a judge who's a golfer. That's our goal.
Not even manslaughter.
No, just straight up murder one. You're good.
Fine.
And so how's it been balancing sort of getting back into golf with all your other professional responsibilities, but then also like the golf stuff that you're doing and all these initiatives that you have going on? Has it been a lot to juggle, or are you able to find a balance between like being a lawyer and all the stuff you're doing in golf?
Well, good question. So when I started again in 2021, I was a practicing lawyer. I was working in-house for an international organization, and it was COVID, coming out of COVID. So we were working virtually and I had a lot of time. So I feel like I could escape at the end of my workday and go to the range, or escape at the end of my workday and go to the golf course. So it was a lot easier. I'm no longer a practicing lawyer. I was doing the conversion over to the Canadian bar. So all of these retainer fees that I'm taking, jokes on you.
It's just golf money.
I just finished my last bar exam to qualify here, so I will be called to the bar next month. So I can go back into law if I want to. But when I moved here, I decided to start working in golf. So how this all came about, there's a long story to this. So I'm gonna start. Let's go back. When I decided to get back into golf, one of the things that came from my background was working in human rights and kind of litigation in Antigua before moving to the UK. And part of starting golf in the UK was looking around and recognizing that, hey, there are very few Black women in this sport, and that I really wanted to do something about it. So I started pairing up with a friend of mine, Julia Regis. She's kind of like a mentor. And she started it. She put on some taster sessions for Black women to get into the sport. And I started doing it in London before I left. I decided that because I hadn't qualified in Canada to practice law, let me look for something in golf. So I saw this vacancy at Golf Canada and I applied and I was successful. And now I'm the manager of a program called First Tee at Golf Canada.
That's amazing.
So it's a really great program. It's really new to Canada. It started in 1997 in the States. 1997 was like the year Tiger Woods won his first major, right? The Masters. So a lot of the major golf organizations came together and thought, well, how do we get more diversity in this game? Like kids like him need to have a space to like grow in the game. So that's how First Tee was born. And since 2021, this program's been in Canada, but really only launched programmatically last year in Ontario. So I have the whole huge honor of taking my interest and love for getting Black women into golf and applying it to the diversity that exists within Ontario. Wow, I'm so Southern now. I'm so Southern Ontarian now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I get to do that. I've been doing that for about a year now, and I really love it. And on the side, I created this whole golf interrupted Instagram persona separate to my personal life, only because I wanted that platform to be able to speak to the issues in golf that I was trying to help. And as part of that included me writing for publications such as Women in Golf in the UK, Score Golf now here. I also host Instagram lives with other women of color or Black women in the sport. I've been doing that since I started. And I also now have just founded an organization called Black Women Golfers, where we work with, we find community for Black women in the sport. So this last piece about Black women golfers came about from coming to Canada. I knew nobody at all. So I just kind of like started Googling racialized golf groups that exist within my area, and I found 2. And from those 2, I found like 5 other Black women. And we were like, whoa, this is the first year we're all competing in these leagues. First time we're seeing other people like us in the sport. And we decided to come together to form this group to keep the community going, but also grow the community and allow people to find us and help them get into the sport. So it's, when you talk about balance, there's none.
Sure.
But because there's a lot going on right now, but I think it has to be that way because I'm trying to find my footing, 1 in Canada, 2 in golf, and how I shape my advocacy and what I want to do moving forward. The last piece of this, I'm sorry, there's so much.
No, this is amazing.
I just passed the playing ability test to join the PGA of Canada. So
now
I'm
God.
With Canada.
What?
Yeah, this happened like 3 weeks ago.
Oh my God.
So because when I was looking for coaches in the space, there are so many incredible women in the space in the PGA as PGA members, and so many good movements, but there's kind of a gap here for women of color, Black women specifically. I'm a good golfer, and I have the ability to take the test because I work in golf, and I can play well enough to pass a playing ability test. So I decided to do it so that I can learn how to be a better coach, a better golf professional, so that I can help not only my community, but further my career here. I'm new, right? I need to take all of the leverage I can get with whatever qualifications to be able to make something of all of these interests and passions that I have. So that's the long story. That took, what, 15 minutes? Sorry about that.
No, that was amazing.
No.
Wow.
Pretty sick.
Golf Canada must be so disappointed in their new hire.
I know. Oh my God, what did we do? What did we do? So yeah, and I really,
wow.
I think Golf Canada was a great place to start. They've been wonderful. I really love the culture there, and I'm really enjoying the time. So I'm really happy with where I'm at.
How is it being received by, courses sort of in and around the area? Like what you're doing, are they open to it? Are they accepting? Are they encouraging?
with the Black Women Golfers group.
Yeah.
So we've done one we've done one event at a golf course, and when I say they were the most welcoming place, this was Lionhead Golf and Conference
nice.
Center.
Yeah.
And the staff were wonderful. They were amazing. They were welcoming. They just gave us the space and had no questions, concerns, or issues at all. I think when you bring beginners onto a range, they tear up that range. So I was a little concerned when I saw like some really deep divots going on, but nobody gave us any trouble about it, and they're happy to have us back. So for our first experience, we're doing well so far.
I say this as an old white man. Even I'm tired of old white dudes playing golf. So I'm sure they're just thrilled that something different is happening, you know?
Yeah. I think so. Maybe. I hope so anyway. So yeah.
Daryl's not talking shit about my main man, Tom Kite.
I've never seen Tom Kite play golf in Toronto.
Well, to me, he's the quintessential white man playing golf. I don't know.
Oh my God.
Did you just Google Tom Kite?
Yeah, it's white golfer.
It must be nice to be young.
I need to ask sort of the state of your game now, Amaya. I want to ask specifically because I think 2 weeks ago you posted that you played at Eagle's Nest, and that was one of the courses I just played on Monday, and it ate me alive. So how did you play it? What did you think of Eagle's Nest?
Eagle's Nest was probably the prettiest course I've played all year, and I played like maybe 8 official rounds this year. Maybe since I've been in Canada, actually. Beautiful course, tricky and challenging. I shot 83, which I think was like six over.
I kicked my ass. Yeah, good.
I didn't. So I had a really good day that day, and I didn't go in any bunkers. And if you get into those bunkers at Eagle's Nest, you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's it.
I had a 90 with a birdie. That's how bad it was. It was.
What happened?
I couldn't putt. I actually drove really well. Yeah. But I just was overly intimidated by playing with 2 pros and being embarrassed about how bad I was playing, and it got in my head and it ate me up.
I'm so sorry. So is this typical for you? Like when you play with pros or people you perceive that are really good golfers, do you get in your head?
There's no good way to answer that question because I've never played with pros before. Like I've never.
Your first time?
Yeah, it was my first time. So yeah. So evidently I get in my own head.
Okay, so we're learning point 1.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, Nick, pros are just friends you haven't met yet, buddy.
They're just like us.
Yeah.
Sure. I swear. Eagle's Nest was gorgeous though.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's expensive, but it's in such amazing shape for a public course, and they do such a good job, and they treat you, you feel like you're at a private course because it's just so spectacular and their service is so good. But yeah, it's a little pricey, but it's worth it. I say a couple rounds a year is kind of worth going out there.
I think so too. Yeah, agreed. I would definitely look forward to getting out there again. But I mean, that score means nothing because I went to a course in Niagara 2 weeks ago.
Which one?
Or was it? No, it was Pickering Glen. No, Valleymead Columbus.
Okay.
Sorry, that was in Markham. And what did I shoot? Like almost 88 at a flat course, barely any bunkers. So it means nothing. Like the course setup means nothing. It's your game on the day.
True.
Ridiculous. What a game. Why are we even here talking about it?
We should be out there right now.
Nick invited me to play with the pros with him, and
I did.
I would have liked to come, but I see there would have been very little pressure on me because I'm not very good. So if I shot a 90, I would have been pumped, which I would have been unlikely to shoot at a good course like that, of course. So so there'd be less pressure, I imagine, Nick. But maybe I would have fallen apart and golfed 150.
Well, you know, Nick, I go ahead, Daryl.
When you play with pros, how many mulligans do they allow you to have? None. What's the mulligan limit? What?
0. Play everything.
Who would ever want to play with them? Who would ever want to play with pros?
There's none.
Sorry, wait. Mulligans are like typical in like normal games.
Well, when you drink as much as we do on the course, it's part of the game.
Sorry, I forgot the name of the podcast. I forgot.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. Monty, when did you start playing?
I think 1991. No, maybe 92. Let's say. And I was at an insurance tournament, and so I was like, I just love the idea the ball would just sit there and nobody's gonna throw it at you, and you just gotta hit it, you know. And I was just like, I just like to hit a ball, you know. So I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, Don't
And
give
so
me
I kind of,
contact
but I
sport.
never had any training, so I got better. I golfed. I broke 80 in 90, or sorry, broke 90 in 83. Sorry, 93.
What?
83 would have been.
So many
Started
numbers.
in
I
91,
know.
Yeah.
broke
Yeah.
80 in 83.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why I
got
stopped getting my
confluence of
insurance
numbers
from
here.
Monty. Those numbers never matched up.
Oh,
Especially considering he was
that's why
already
my retainer fee only had $0.
Yeah.
in 1991. Monty was like 17 and already in the insurance game. Is that right?
I was relatively, yeah, I was new in it.
Oh, amazing.
I was fresh off a couple of big wins in insurance, and then I was in there.
Gina, when did you start playing golf?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, it's
my
on your
audio is
end.
not. Can you guys hear okay?
Something's
sound
off with your.
You sound like CP3.
Put the
C3PO.
life jacket on. It sounds like you're drowning right now.
Maybe it's my headphones. I'm just gonna turn these suckers off. Let's try without.
Oh,
There
much
you
better.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you using Monty's headphones?
God. You know, you spend $200 on headphones and they fail you.
But this is great. No, Gina, your origin story.
Oh, my origin story. Well, I was listening to you guys talk about your golf journeys and thinking I'm kind of grateful that I found it later in life because I don't have the same expectations that you guys have, because I simply am getting better because I can only get better because
Sure.
I started recently so terrible. Like I would play really casual. We'd have these family reunions every year and we would all get together and play, but that was like once a year and I didn't take it seriously. But then Amaya, I ended up as the host of Score Golf. It was a television show that Score Golf magazine put on and it would air on TSN. So I was suddenly on golf courses, interviewing pros. I knew enough about the game and I had been around it, but in terms of my actual ability, like I just never took it seriously. But then suddenly I was so inspired. I'm at all these beautiful Ontario courses. Then I started traveling, doing travel features, going to some incredible places. And then being entered into, like media day and like scrambles and things like that, where I just was like playing more and more and more. And I started being like, I gotta get better like immediately, which of course didn't happen. It probably took till like my third year of being a host of that show to really like get my feet firmly planted in the game of golf, I would say, in terms of like showing up at the course, feeling confident enough and not expecting too much, like knowing how hard the game is and having failed at it so many times, just knowing like where to set my expectations. And then I really started actually going to the range more. And then I started seeing some improvement. And that really inspired me to keep going with it. So I'm on my way up, guys. On my way up.
This is inspiring because
Must be nice.
Gina left out the part about the meth addiction and how she ended up on this podcast. So.
I was wondering. No, honestly, I was wondering. Not
I was to say that so excitedly.
Yeah, quite perceptive, Amaya. I appreciate
kind
it.
of hurtful.
There's this very seemingly sensible, wonderful Gina. Then you've got you three. And I was like,
hurtful in a way that I can't even explain.
This is amazing.
Wow. I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
Gotcha. The material writes itself.
Wow.
This is nice. We just met Amaya and she already feels like family.
Yeah,
She
roasting
does.
us 39 minutes into the pod. That's great. That's wow.
Really?
I did
He's
watch
invited back.
one. I did watch one video and Gina was as silly as you all. So I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But you're not off the hook
it.
completely here.
I definitely fit in with them. And I don't know what that says about me, but I do fit in.
Good things.
So my question for you is what got you from year one, where you didn't know what you were doing, to year 3, like rolling up at media days and thinking, you know what, I can play some golf today and I don't feel bad about it?
Failing enough times, like truthfully, and dealing with it horribly. Like I was telling these guys how I used to like really make a big deal out of it, like a big meal on the course, of being like, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know, I'm just so terrible, and really talking about it quite a lot about how new I am at golf. And I was just listening to myself, kind of almost like an out of body experience, just going, that is annoying. cut it out. Either you belong here and you're going to show up and just try, and if it doesn't work out, that's okay, or just be silly all the time. But it's got to go one way or the other. So I think really taking it seriously, like wanting to be better, not just giving up on I'm the new person over and over, and just being like, no, like, you work in golf, you know quite a lot about golf now. So it's okay to work hard at it. And then even if you don't do well, at least you kind of gained some personal experience with it. So that was kind of my mental journey.
I love that. Did you take lessons at all?
I still have not taken lessons, which is
awesome.
so crazy. I really need to, and I need to immediately. And I think I'm at the point where I just want to work on it even more. So yeah, lessons should happen this year for me.
I find it so interesting because when you growing up in the game, that's all we did. We had lessons, we had coaches, we had people leading us through activities. And now that I'm older, I had like one swing coach just to kind of prep me to get through this playing ability test confidence wise and bits of my swing. But I meet so many people who've never had a swing coach, never had anyone teach them the fundamentals. And this is so alien to me. And it's like, you guys are incredible for getting from A to B without the additional assistance. It just seems like impossible.
Well,
it is weird. Yeah. I agree.
Part of the reason that playing with those pros was so intimidating was one of them I took a short game clinic with, and I didn't hit a single green. So I had to chip every shot in front of him. And he was my partner. So he was like relying on me to do well. And I had to think about his instruction on every chip shot I had. And I got up and down maybe 5 times in 2 rounds. That was
Amaya, this might surprise you, but Nick and Monty and I have never been to a podcast coach.
So... I can't believe it. What are you?
Really? I know.
I went to broadcasting school. That's basically broadcast coaching or podcast coaching.
The consummate professional in the room. I just can't imagine that you guys hadn't been.
Well, I tell you, I often say I haven't been to any kind of lessons, but I was taking lessons. Old Asian dude was teaching me a few things, and he had me like paint a fence, and then he had me sand a floor, and then I was like, I think this is a scam. Didn't teach me a goddamn thing about swinging.
And you know how like Gina had that jacket on? Did he have one on you, but your hands were strapped?
Yeah.
No? Too much?
Yeah, I was like, when am I going to learn to putt? Never found out.
Oh man, on that note, you were roasting us so well, Maya. This is fantastic. No, this is great. This is amazing. I think it's time for the par 5 though. Monty,
when Gina finally ghosts us for good, we might ask you to become the new host.
Gina.
Happy to step in whenever she's not available. I love this kind of stuff.
We'll have you. We'll gladly have you.
Amaya, give it all up for these guys. Give up all your dreams and your professions and
my ambitions. Any hope of having a good reputation in a country I just moved to, it's all gone.
What is it
done? I don't understand.
Baby.
In fairness, ladies, I mean, you're welcome to give up your lives, but we are only doing a once-a-week podcast for an hour. So, I mean, that is more on.
I'm all in.
We're taking a hell of a beating here for 3 guys who are in the top 275 comedians in the greater Toronto area.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm really gonna stop now, guys.
No, bring it on.
One of us is Juno. One of us is Juno nominated. We'll let you guess which one.
She's new to Canada. She might not know what a Juno is.
I have no idea.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly right.
Hold on, I will find out.
Just by looking at us. Which one looks like a Juno?
I think Michael Jackson was nominated once.
Which one looks like they got knocked up in high school? The movie Juno.
Oh wow. Okay, I still don't know which one, but now I'm learning what the award is. This is nice.
It's important to learn about the Junos.
It was Gina.
It was not me.
I'm not going to guess because that would get me in even more trouble than I'm in already.
If you want to practice law in Canada, you need to know about the Junos. That's all I know about it.
And that's the Juno nominee. Got you. Monty, do you want to cue us in?
Listen, I'm looking for my life preserver. Has anyone seen it? I'm told this is a par 5.
Beautiful. Amaya, question number 1, your favorite golf course in the world?
Ooh, my home course.
Yeah.
As much as we may not have water to make it grow grass sometimes, I will say Cedar Valley Golf Course in Antigua.
Amazing. Last time you played it, like, have you been back recently?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, very nice. Actually, I wanted to ask, like, so what courses have you played up here?
So I play in a league that plays at different courses. So 1 week will be in the east, 1 week will be in the west.
Cool.
So I've kind of done quite a bit.
Anything stand out to you besides Eagle's Nest, obviously?
Hidden Lake, I loved. Tangle Creek wasn't bad, a bit tricky.
I don't even know that course.
It's up in like near Barrie.
Okay.
Willow Valley in Hamilton I liked.
Mm.
So I haven't played like, Greystone made me feel like I didn't know how to use a putter. Great course, beautiful, loved it. But I haven't really played a lot of big courses. So
have you played Braben yet in Mississauga?
Hated it. Sorry. So
Oh,
sad.
you did. Oh, wow.
It's my city
Wow,
course.
don't
It's the closest one near to me, and I just
Wow. Okay.
yeah, I
Interesting.
struggle with it.
Hot take.
Yeah. Is that like a favorite for
Wow.
you folks? Oh my God, am I gonna get fired from my job because I
No.
say I need a course in
No,
Canada?
no,
Probably
This
not.
this job.
Well, probably.
One, this is the interview process. We haven't hired you yet, Amaya. Stop being so presumptuous.
Oh God.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're hired, but
Yeah.
Is
No, that's
Braben
quite
the
all right.
one with the academy?
I think it has an academy there. Yeah.
I didn't like that one either, I'll tell you.
I think the time I played it also wasn't the best. I played it at the opening, I think just as it opened for the season last year.
I see.
The greens were still kind of, they had some, I think they were kind of, I don't know, settling. The fairways had like this net on it that I was seeing poke through the grass a little bit at the time. I'm sure it's a great course. I have a lot of friends that play it, but I just don't enjoy it.
Which course are you still talking about? Braben?
Braben. I've never played it.
Yeah,
Actually.
but I mean, it is spectacular when you think you have such a great view of Mississauga and it's built over a garbage dump.
yeah.
That makes
For
it
sure.
spectacular, but I can't remember going, wow, this course itself is amazing.
No, not really.
All right.
Yeah.
You're right.
The views are nice. Other than Augusta, St. Andrews, or Pebble, which course would you most want to play in the world?
Cabot, St. Lucia. Don't judge me. It's close to home, but it's
No.
new.
No.
It's up and coming.
This
I
is-
am
yeah.
so excited about it. So I hope one day I will get a chance to play it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did
And
you
I'm
get to did you get to play a lot in England? I know you said there was no university teams, but how much did you get to actually did you actually make it ever up to like Northern Ireland or Ireland with all those courses, or Scotland, or no?
I did boarding school just before university. I did a little bit of boarding school in Scotland, and I played St. Andrews when I first moved up.
Wow.
And I cried. I was young, right? So getting into a pot bunker, I started crying. So I was like, I can't believe I'm at St. Andrews and I'm in a pot bunker. That was awesome.
Had you just eaten a pot cookie right before that? So,
Yeah. Or like, were you
I
scared?
was young, sir, and I was with my mother. So yes, maybe two. But yeah, that was an awesome experience. And when I started playing again in 2021, I played around a little bit, but nothing too major. Like the Shire was maybe the biggest course I played back in the UK.
The first time Gina came on as a host, she also cried like it was her pot bunker. Like her slumming it on this podcast was akin to you hitting into a pot bunker. Why am I here? What am I doing?
I was on TV. I was on TV.
What happened? My show got canceled.
Crying for her mother.
Yeah, it was a whole scene. Question number 2, you can put together your ideal foursome with a caveat: no PGA, LPGA, or Live Tour players. Anyone alive or dead is allowed. Who is rounding out your foursome?
There's a loophole here.
Ooh.
You did not include European Tour players.
Oh.
I think we said any pro, but
Yeah.
Oh, I specified
Oh.
PGA, LPGA. Oh, wow.
Whoa, I thought it was any pro. Oh, okay.
She's a lawyer. What do you
Yeah, she is a
Oh,
lawyer.
yeah.
Wow.
So I will
Last lawyer on
assume
this
you also
podcast.
tried to mean no LET players, but they were top of my list. So I definitely say my uncle I used to spend summers with in West Palm Beach. He passed away many years ago. And when I was younger, I feel like I didn't appreciate all that he was trying to teach me. I felt like he was just kind of like the boring uncle that I used to go spend time with that would force me to do more golf than maybe I would have wanted to do. But there was so much that he was trying to pass on. And I wish if I could, I would play with him because I think that there's so much growth that has happened since he passed. And I would just want to know what he was trying to tell me and learn more about him and for him to get to know me as an adult.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh yeah.
His name was Norman Athill, and he was he was really really trying to teach me really good things when I was younger.
What an amazing answer. That's so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine. She's not on the LPGA tour, but she's an LPGA pro. Her name is Helene Joseph, and she was one of the friends I grew up playing golf with. And we
Cool.
have not golfed together since she turned pro, and even before, way before she turned pro. So I would love a chance to play golf with her again. She lives in San Diego, so next to Torrey Pines. So I have to make an excuse to go down there and play with her as well. And the third is if my husband ever takes up the game with me not teaching him, otherwise we won't have a marriage anymore probably. Once he learns how to play, I would love to play with him as well. So these are all very sentimental
That's great.
people that I'd want to play with.
I've brought this up on the pod before, but if you do get to go to San Diego, Torrey Pines is really overrated.
Really?
I used to live in San Diego, but I've said this. It was when you go outside the city, the desert courses are spectacular, is what I thought. But I thought Torrey Pines is another golf course.
Do
But
you know
I mean, I could just be an idiot too.
I'll take that. I'll still play it, and they'll come back and be like, "You were right." What I would love, instead of retainer fees, you guys can give me all of your suggestions of the best courses in Canada, San Diego,
Sure.
anywhere you've played, because I really want
Cool.
to play the best courses here at some point in time. Just kind of knock them off a list.
Number one, that's a hidden gem, is Dantonia in Scarborough.
Been here long enough to know that course. And also, that's a tricky course. That's tree lined and narrow. You got to be
Dantonia.
Yeah.
You have to hit the green. If you miss the green, you're screwed because they don't have a mower. I don't think.
Please stop. Don't make fun of the city courses.
No, I'm not making fun of it. I just don't think they have a mower. The greens are tiny. They don't hold, so it rolls off every time, and then you're in 6-inch rough. And you're like, I just missed the green by a half an inch.
Oh my God, you're not wrong.
I know. It's literally Monty and I live I live about a 7-minute walk. Monty lives about a 15-minute walk. It's so close, but so I know all about it.
Yeah, so that's kind of your most local course.
I shoot on the Daytona and I don't even look for the balls. I'm just from my backyard. I just lob a few out there. Let them know.
Monty's here practicing again.
Yeah.
On a hot summer day, the bar cart comes around. Doesn't matter if you drink alcohol or not. What is your first order of drink from the bar cart? All
right. So now that we're friends, I can be really open and honest with you. Yeah. You're not going to judge me too much?
Definitely not.
Okay. I have a tiny bladder. I can't drink on the golf course.
What?
I will literally.
Sure. Wow.
I can't. There are not enough bathroom facilities for me to drink on the course. So the bar cart is something I bypass all the time. However, if I was a drinking gal, i.e. a gal with a bigger bladder, I would absolutely have a sandbagger every time the bar cart came around. I really like that drink.
Very nice. They're good, right?
They're good.
Don't mind it.
Yeah.
What is that? How come I don't know what that is?
You never had a sandbagger?
Nick will get you one on Sunday.
Yeah, on
Nick
Sunday.
loves those.
They're great.
Gin and I can't remember what else.
Soda and lemon and a little, just a hint of sweetness.
Yeah.
All right, Gina.
It's a can?
Yeah,
like
a can.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You
Yeah,
know, this brings something up. Why they got the bar cart going around? Why isn't there just some guy driving a porta potty around?
Yeah. I love that.
The
Can you
potty
imagine
guy.
how much you would tip the porta potty? I would tip the porta potty guy more than the bar cart.
Do you think women would have the same relationship with the potty guy as we do with the cart girl?
No.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, we would, because they'd be hot.
Yeah.
And they would be blonde.
There was so much vitriol in that response.
And they would wear what we want them to wear.
Yeah.
But we don't get to pick what the bar cart women
This isn't going. This
Don't drink
is not
where?
going to a good place. We
The
need
people
to.
who hire
yeah.
them decide sometimes. I
So
know.
Amaya,
not-
what's the
we're not in
angriest you've
charge of
ever
that.
seen
I'm
someone
with Gina here. I'm not ready to let this go.
Yeah, we're not
Listen,
moving on.
I'll tell you guys. I'll give you my legal analysis as to why there's no porta potties being dragged around. By law enforcement. They will get on you. They will fine you.
For what?
You can't just drag a bathroom around with you. It's a
Why not?
the bylaw people. They'll get on your asses. I'm telling you.
He's trying
There's
to-
no bylaw.
This is great legal advice, and he's not giving us a reason. He's just saying they won't do it.
Yeah,
I
they
just
won't
think
do
it's
that.
weird that
Yeah.
these two women want some hunk to bring the bathroom to them,
Yes.
He
so
can
they
bring
can-
other stuff.
so they can use the bathroom in front of the dude.
Yeah.
I'm still on
Like-
bylaw people. The bylaw people.
They-
I'm not trying to stop mobile hunks. I'm just telling you, the goddamn bylaw people will be on your asses. I don't know why they're unstoppable. They're above the law.
Is this an insurance thing?
That's funny.
There's a lot of
Holy
illegal
shit.
things that happen on golf courses. No cops coming and stopping anybody.
Amaya has muted herself. 'cause she's laughing so
That's what we hate, to hear the guests laughing. Nothing ruins a podcast more than to hear laughter.
I have a really
Oh.
loud snort every now and again when I laugh heavy, so I have to just as a precaution to save you
Let
guys.
it fly. Let it
No,
Yeah,
fly.
let it fly, please.
It's so bad. Oh,
Oh my god. Okay. The angriest you've ever seen someone on the golf course, or we could go back to the mental part. How do you keep now from losing it on the golf course?
I don't. Okay, so growing up, I feel like I've seen it all. I've seen people like snap their clubs. I've seen people like throw their clubs in a bush. I've seen people like drive the cart so angrily they like crash into something. I've seen a whole when you're growing up and you're going through puberty in golf, I feel like kids just do the most weird
Mm.
things out of anger when trying to learn how to deal with their anger. Can't say I was one of them. I wasn't really an angry person. I get very like internal and kind of self-critical. And how do I deal with that? I have no idea. Still there.
Okay.
Still struggling.
Still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still struggling. I want to hear your stories about this. Like, what have you guys seen on the golf course with like people who are angry?
I've seen clubs being thrown. My partner threw a club real far. And we still make fun of him for it. He's like, don't talk about that. He's like, it didn't happen. And now I've said it on a podcast. So I'm very embarrassed by it.
I've never thrown a club. I know Daryl's thrown 2 clubs in a row, Daryl, into a tree. You're on mute.
Yeah, I was looking up the porta potty bylaws. I'm not even joking. Can't see anything about porta potties yet. So I'm still working on that. Not a lawyer. Don't know exactly where to look. Yeah, we brought this up many times. I'm way better. I've gotten way better over the last few years. But one time, and for the 80th time on this podcast, I hit a shot in a bunker and it hit the lip and came right back to me. And then I hit it again and did the exact same thing. And I took my 7-iron and threw it as high as I could. And that wasn't enough. I went to my bag and got my 8-iron, threw that. They both went into a tree and were never found.
Can I ask a question? Sorry.
I bought new ones. Oh, no, go ahead.
So you had the 7-iron in the bunker
I had a 7-iron in the bunker. Yeah, exactly. I was
with a lip,
far enough back that I could get it over.
but it didn't.
Evidently.
I know. I was like 260 yards out. I was just trying to hit it like a soft 7-iron to about 150 yards and then go for the green. But I topped it basically, and then it hit the porta potty hunk.
This
And
is
then
this is next level. Amaya deconstructing Daryl's worst moment on a golf course, even more so than
why
has
do you
ever
think
happened.
that's my worst moment?
This is great. Holy
I like
shit.
that she's not even focused on like the fact that it got stuck in a tree or he threw it. She's like, the 7-iron though?
But I've hit a
That's
7-iron
what
out
I
of a
want.
bunker plenty of times.
With a lip.
Well, I was far enough back, Amaya, that I should have been able to just easily hit a 7-iron. You remember, I did play when I was a kid, so it's kind of, I get in my head that I can still hit those shots, and then I can't hit those shots, and then it's
Can't hit the shots. I was just trying to find out whether it was a good idea. And if
no, it was
it is.
the bad part of the idea wasn't the hitting the 7-iron. The bad idea was throwing it and then going for the 8-iron and doing the exact same thing.
You said 6-iron. No, you went
No,
to the
7-8.
Okay.
7-8. Oh yeah. Trust
You
me.
say why blame the even less lofted club?
No, I would have
the right
hit a 6-iron out of a bunker with a lip. Are you insane?
Thank you for sharing that. That was a
I would hit a 5-iron though, for sure. For some reason, I get my 5-iron higher than my 6-iron, but I can also get a 7-iron pretty high. I wasn't worried about the lip, is what I'm trying to say. I just topped it. I overswung and topped it.
Thank you for sharing.
But I don't think I've thrown a club since, or if I have, it's not in the tree direction.
Before this podcast is over, I want one snort. I just one snort.
Yeah, me too.
No, definitely not.
What a rip.
No.
I haven't even sworn yet this year, so let's make that into a factor. I haven't even sworn yet.
That's pretty great.
When I was
not the whole year,
I got to participate in like this Aramco team series thing in Spain a couple of years ago, and I saw like when the pros would do something like a bad shot, they'd have like a thing that they would do to like show their anger, frustration, disappointment. They'd like tap their club, or like they would have something that's very minimal. But it's like, okay, I had a bad shot, and that's my sign for a bad shot, and then we let it go. Yeah. And then if it's a good shot, there's like also a movement or something that they do specifically with their putters, some of them, to say like, okay, good shot, and then they put it away. And I was like, oh, I wish I could learn from that. I did not.
Well, I'll tell you a story, and this is why I threw clubs. One time I hit a shot out of a bunker.
Was it with a 7-iron?
No, it was a wedge. I was by a green. And I hit a bad shot, but I wasn't even that angry. I just took it and I just sort of hit it like that on a rake, but I didn't even hit it hard. I just went, because I was just like, oh, you should have done better than that. But I wasn't like pissed. And then my club head went flying. And I'm like, well, I'm never hitting the club again. I'm never doing that. There's safety in throwing, is what I said.
I'm seeing
bad luck.
I'm seeing some bunker practices needed.
Yeah, going right in there with the 7-iron.
Oh man, Amaya, last question, your favorite golfing moment. So this could be
is it
either
this podcast?
Yeah, is it every subsequent time you're the co-host on this podcast?
Definitely. That's it. That's the moment. I had two, but I kind of shared one already. It was the pot bunker St. Andrews moment. But I think when I was in high school, I went to a career day dressed in like red and black for Tiger Woods and a Nike hat and like the little bracelet that he used to wear from his mom, which was like, from Thailand or something to like luck. And I got ripped on so hard by every other student in that school, because everybody came as things you expect. Doctors, lawyers, accountants, whatever, pilots. And here I was with like my little golf club and that was my favorite moment looking back.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's like I was ripped on so hard and I was like, y'all just don't understand. You just don't get it. So yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, but there's a geek element to golf, right?
Totally.
But like it's not cool, or it wasn't cool. I feel like it's
not. It's not cool. The only thing that golf is cool to is people who golf. People who don't golf don't think golf is cool. There's nothing cool about golf to people who don't golf.
Yeah, but there's an awful lot of bros who think it is cool.
Like
we talked about this before. When we were kids, it was the nerdiest thing ever. And now all the bros play it, and you're like,
right?
Okay, yeah, it's really cool.
I think back in the day, it was even less cool. Since the pandemic, like golf has exploded, and all kinds of people who would never have looked at golf twice are now into golf, and like it's a thing. And I think we're also seeing that with like the culture shift in the way that we celebrate golf as a sport, like as a spectator. So like the RBC Open last year, like people breaking the barriers to then follow the players up to the green, which was like, that was the only moment I actually got to watch of the RBC Open last year because we were working. And so like seeing that was kind of like, whoa, what is happening right now? But then it's like, wow, look look at where golf has gotten us. Like, look at where we are now. So it's just interesting to see that the more people play, the more they bring their shenanigans into spectating and celebrating the sport, which is a great thing because there's so much energy and positivity and, but could be a bad thing if it goes the way of like, I don't know what sports teams cause a racket here when they lose or win. I don't know.
Hockey.
Yeah.
There's
So-
been some riots over hockey in this country.
I don't want that in golf, please.
And just thinking about like the Black Women's Golf like initiative that you're doing, like what should people know and do? And like do you know what I mean? Like how can we help? How can we like put the word out to support this and grow this initiative?
Yeah, I think if you know anyone who might be interested, anyone in your circle, anyone in your family or friend circle who might have talked about golf, but maybe not yet taken the plunge into it, or maybe does play casually, send them our way. Tell us about our Instagram page, Black Women Golfers. Can't believe that handle wasn't taken.
Goes to show.
Yeah, right?
Monty had it for a while, but he gave it up.
Foolishly, I sold it. Foolishly, I let it go. I thought I was going to hit pay dirt with that thing.
Instead, he got at Guyanese potty boy.
Boiled up Guyanese guy.
Mobile hub.
I still got a chance with that one.
Porta potty bylaw.
Guy. Send them our way. Send them to our Instagram page. We've got ways that they can sign up for our newsletter. We're going to create a Facebook group soon so we can continue the conversation based on our introduction to golf event that we had on Sunday. One of the participants has already gone and bought herself some golf clubs.
Nice.
Another one has already gone to the range, and Instagram doesn't allow us to really have those conversations. So we're trying to create this space on Facebook to make sure people can share like, hey guys, this is my update. So send them our way. We'd love to meet them, talk to them. We're building this community, and we're so excited to meet others out there who are either interested in starting or interested in connecting through golf specifically.
That's so amazing.
It is weird though, because Monty and I have a mutual connection who is a Black woman who plays golf. And I mean, as a white man, what do I say? Hey, how do we send them? There's other people like you. Go be with.
Maybe not like that. Maybe like,
Jesus
hey, you don't want this advice. That was a joke. I'm sorry.
No, it is because my wife pointed out Monty Simone plays golf.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
this was going so well.
Diane's like, well, you do play with a woman who, and I'm like, oh yeah, I completely forgot that. Yeah, but how do I say as a white man?
Daryl, I'm gonna say, let me take this one.
No, please no.
Yes. Well, Monty's closer to me than me.
Yeah, I'll smooth it over.
Oh my god.
That was funny.
I was literally just going to wrap by saying this is definitely not the last time we're going to be seeing you, Amaya, but that might be the nail in the coffin. We may never see you again.
I'm still fucking livid about that 7-iron comment.
Too, to be honest.
We would absolutely love to play around with you and show you around the city and some courses around. So if you're up for it, that would be amazing, and definitely would love to have you back at some point.
I would love that. Thank you. I've had such a phenomenal time with you guys, and it's just been wonderful. So whenever you're ready, I'm around, and I'm always open for golf. So let me know.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah,
And the next time Gina ghosts us, we're really coming to you to be a part of this.
I get it.
I'm sure she can't ignore you for very long.
I got too far behind in the WhatsApp chat, and then my signal went out while I was in Europe, and then catching up was so stressful. I was like,
Your signal went out in Europe? What part of Europe were you at? Transylvania or something? What? I don't understand. My signal went out. What does that even mean? They have internet.
I just ignored my phone and completely shut off the signal because I was paying for it, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. It lasts one day, then I'm like, no, I'm going to pay for it again. Anyway, sorry guys.
Nice to have you back, Gina. Amaya, thank you so much. This was amazing.
Thank you guys
so much
so
fun.
much. Thank you for
Yeah,
letting me
you were
rip on
great.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me rip on you and not
Yeah.
taking it too seriously. I
And we're
appreciate
sorry
it.
we're sorry if Monty was too obnoxious.
I
No,
know. Honestly, he might single-handedly be the reason I don't come back. Definitely not your 7 iron out the bunker.
I can't blame you.
Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful
you.
afternoon.
You
Thank
too,
you,
Amaya. Take
Smile.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Night.
My face is hurting from Amaya. Holy crap. She was unbelievable. She was so goddamn funny. And I don't know what to say.
Talk about the entire package of like someone who played golf, worked in golf, incredibly smart in a whole other profession as a lawyer, but such a fun personality wrapped up in one. And then she's just so full of so much info and also so much life at the same time. It's incredible. Loved it.
I know the future of this podcast with Amaya taking over Gina's role. I mean, we're pretty excited.
You guys
This
were doing
is
the outro right there.
Yeah, this is.
I'm sorry, I'll never ghost you again.
We're gonna just
I'm
walk
sorry.
Gina outro the door. Is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, because what would Gina's life be without this podcast?
Nothing. I like keep golfing with you guys though. I just show up and I go, "How was the podcast last night? How was she?"
So you guys still getting 37 downloads an episode? But Amaya was great. You can follow her. She's got multiple accounts. She's got @golf_interrupted. She's got @blackwoman_golfers on Instagram. So give her a follow and support her. She was amazing.
Definitely support her. I feel
so
like
much fun.
There's got to be a lot of brands out there also that are constantly sending free stuff to the same characters.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Not us.
Guys, I got some amazing golf shoes. Are they around here?
Shoes.
The Adidas package that you were bragging about the other
I
night?
have a lot of golf shoes. I have about 15 pairs.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
What size are you? Can you Diane needs some golf shoes. What size are you?
Oh wow.
Are these cool? They're like very
cool.
they're base. I could wear them as shoes, which I
Yeah.
love. It's
great.
a sign that golf is like so much cooler now, right? That you can just kind of wear them as sneakers.
That's true. They've improved the look of the shoes by a hell of a lot.
They don't have cleats either, which is a big help.
True.
Do you guys like cleats or no?
I like those. I like the spikeless ones.
You like the spikeless,
yeah.
I like spikeless shoes. I never had a problem much with grip, like where I really felt like I was losing grip all the time.
When we publish this episode, actually, if you're listening to this on Sunday morning, Gina, Monty, myself, and the lovely Jeff, Louise Phillips, are going to be on the golf course together. I'm sorry, Daryl, that you won't be there.
No, it was my decision. I'll be camping.
Yeah,
I'll be just waking. Actually, I'll be driving back to Toronto probably when you guys are on the course.
Go. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have all kinds of stories for next week's episode because Gina will be the first time I've met you and first time we're playing golf together. Yeah.
I met the other guys, so I haven't met you in person.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go. Well, I'll probably be, as you listen to this, I'm going to be probably about halfway through a 79. We'll call it. I'll probably.
Is that 79 White Claws?
So, I'll be like 12 White Claw in and be like unstoppable.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Can I plug our show on June 10th?
Yes,
if anybody listening to this before June 10th, Monty, Nick, and I will be at Comedy Bar on Saturday, June 10th at 7 p.m. Oh, Gina, if only you'd been a part of this podcast for the last little while. Tickets are available. Actually, just go to my social media. You'll be able to find tickets on that. It's on my WhatsApp, my Instagram story right now. But if you're listening to this in 5 days, that'll be gone. Just come. Tickets are $20. You can get them for $15 if you use the passcode Comedy Records 25. And should be a good show.
Can I get a comp?
Can we save this for after? Can we save this for after the show? And
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna have 37 listeners, seeing if they can get comps.
You guys, if you're listening, try to get a comp.
Well, yeah.
Come
So
me
come
for
to
a
that.
comp.
Come to that show. Also, I talked about the story of playing with the pros. I should thank the pros for getting us on the golf courses. Thank you, Nick Starchuk and Greg Foley. That was a lot of fun, despite me playing like crap. But thank you guys, and Brad for setting it up. Cousin Brad. This was a fun episode. I'm excited. We're back. Got a few more
back
episodes
as a
left in the
team,
season.
finally.
and
Hey,
the golf
the
season has
duh.
started. We're playing golf. All kinds of stuff are happening. It's amazing.
Yeah.
This is like when Menudo got back together.
Thanks, everyone.
Enjoy that porta potty.
I think it's a great idea. I'm gonna start working on it.
Bye, Laz.
God bless you all.
That was what the late Henry Longhurst used to call the tradesman's entrance. Now, you know, it doesn't count as the tradesman's entrance if it goes in the side. Only if it goes in the back.